Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. We are going to continue with the software training on SOPAC. Yeah, we've done from geological database, sectioning and digitizing, 3D solid model, our body we've created is calculated volume. Then we've done composite, which shows the points where the grids are highly concentrated. We display the markers and the rest. So now this video for this session will be focusing on geostatistical analysis. So doing the top cut, we want to do the top cut. We want to get rid of the outliers. We know if we get rid of the outliers, we are going to get a perfect estimation results. So for that reason, we'll be working on geostatistical analysis top cutting. So we can head to SOPAC now software. As usual, open your software, SOPAC software. Connect the folder where you want each and every work you're doing to be saved. Don't forget to make it as a work directory. Always do that. So for now, then after doing that, I connect my database. After that, so now we've done the DH composite. We've done this from the previous video. So now I want to do top cutting. So for us to do the top cutting, the statistical analysis, all we need to do is we are going to database. From database, we have analysis. From analysis, go to basic statistic window. So database analysis, we go to basic statistics window. Click on it. No data loaded, blank. Yeah, no problem. So what we need to do is we come to file. You see here file. Click on the file. It's have various options. Load data from string file. So the composite we created a string file as string file. So click on load data from string files. So basic statistic window is here now. So we have location. So we need to select the composite we've created a string file. Click. So you see it here, composite. Select my composite. Open. Now it's open. The D field, the description field, the D1 contain the grade, so the description field. Select D1 here. For here name, you can give it any name. Then the minimum, we know that the minimum grade, our cutoff grade was 1.153. Sure. So the maximum, we leave it for now, but we know in SOPAC 999 is the maximum value. We apply. When we apply, what happens is that we have the frequency table, the frequency, the cumulative frequency. You have different graphs. You see, you look at this, you look at this. So different one. You have this, you have different one. You have different way your data will show up. Different way your data will show up. Different way your data will show up. It depends on what you want to use. So it depends on what you want to use. So you can even go to display histogram. So now if we look keenly, we have different peaks or nodes. So you see we have nodes, we have different, we have up to 135 numbers. So what we want to do is to make sure the grade distributions are on the same path, like everything is closer. So outliers, these are extreme values, so they normally create a lot of errors. So if the histogram displays one peak, it means that the data doesn't contain bimodalism error. So when we are checking for bimodalism, we are checking for two nodes on our graph. So if we have one node, that means it does not contain enough error. Yes. If a graph have two nodes or peaks, it means there is a mistake or mix up of exploration from two domains that will result in an error. When doing an estimation, if we have two nodes, it means there is an error with the exploration result. When we are doing resource estimation, then our estimation will be wrong. There will be a lot of error. So what we do in this video by modalism, we get rid of the outliers. And we all know outliers are the grids that are far away from the entire population. They are far away because if you see the distribution is around here. So if you move with the outlier, so if you see they are closer, but for the outlier they will be far away. So we have up to 135. So histogram again. So now how do we get rid of the outliers? That's the big question. How do we get rid of the outliers? So if we remove the outliers, we are going to get a more perfect estimation. So now we are going to determine the top cut value. So anything that is greater than the top cut value will be converted to the top cut value. If it is below the top cut value, it should be maintained. So if you have value greater than the top cut value, it should be converted to constrain it to the top cut value. But if it is below, it will be maintained. So for us to generate the top cut value, we need to do basic statistics. So that is to say, if you come here, statistics up here, you see the report. Yes, give it a name. Statistics. After that, all you do is apply. You wait for the. So when it applies, you see number of samples. The minimum value is this, the maximum value in the grade. We have the mean. You see, we have the mean for all the grades, and we have the standard deviation. So we'll be using these two values, the mean and the standard deviation. So for the mean, we have 4.49. The standard deviation, we have 10.05. So after that, we'll be entering the top cut value to perform our geostatistical analysis. So next, we are going to use a formula to do the calculation, or if we don't want to use a formula to do the calculation, it means we just decide to work on something, because if you look at it, you see here is 30, here is 25. So these are extreme values over here. So we can just decide to say, let's take 30. For example, if we use 30, it will be much more. So all these grades will be tied to 30. So it's left with us now to decide. So what we do, we go now to subpack. We have two ways to do this, two ways. We can edit, we can come to edit, string, we perform string math. So we can come to edit, string math. Under string math, constrain all the field, D1 field. Remember, D1 field contain the grades. The expression we are going to do is if function, IIF, double IF, open bracket, if D1 is greater than, we said let's use 30, is greater than 30, comma, 30, comma, D1, close the bracket. What this means is that if the grade is greater than 30, it means we should restrict or constrain it to 30. It should fall within 30, 1 to 30. But if it is less than 30, it means we should maintain it. So after doing this, entering this if function, just click apply. When you click apply, you select the string to apply. Match which string? So for my own string, I have white and blue, so I will click on the blue. If you have everything white, click on anyone. So I click on the blue. Then wait, so you see it has changed here. So it means an effect has been taking place. So it has changed here. We are seeing red in the layer panel here. So escape and save. When you are saving it, you are going to save it with a new name. So top dh composite 2 underscore top cut. Yeah, we save it that way. We clear top cut. So you see this is it. So after doing this, we go again to the basic statistics window. So it's down here. What we do is you go again to file, load string. Now the string we are going to load from this point is the top cut. Yes, click. Yes, the minimum grade, the cutoff grade. Just apply. So what we see, so when you apply, you have options. You have a lot of options. So you see for mine, it has not taken effect, so I have to perform to bring the I need to bring the right one. So composite top cut. Let's see. We can have a lot of, okay, let's see. So you don't need to bring the right file, top cut. So okay, no problem. So I can come again to subpack, use file tools. From file tools, string math is the same. D1. If D1 greater than 30, 30, D1, apply. Okay, save it. Yeah, let's go again. Then let me try to bring it. So we have 0. Let's see. Apply. So after applying it, so this is how it appears. All the grades have been tied to 30. So all the 135, 120 have been tied to 30. So this is how it comes. If you want to report, you can report, or you can save it. Also save it as an image, no problem. So this is what I was talking about. So you ensure you come with the right file. Mine was 0. So but it depends how you save it, because I have a lot of composites here. It depends how you save it. If you don't save it correctly, you see it goes to 120, because that was not the correct file. The correct one was this 0. When I applied it, so you see 30. So that's it. So after doing that, you successfully created your top cut, your composite top cut. So now if we do resource estimation, it will give us correct value. So thank you very much for this. Continue to practice, subscribe, continue to share the links with your colleagues so they too can benefit.